Well, good afternoon to our Cobra family. We're so excited to have you join us for our Cobra Talk on Thursdays. It's been a while since we've been with you, but we're so excited to have some of our scholars back, K through 8. It's been a very trying time during these unprecedented times, but we have a commitment to educating our scholars of Twiggs County. So we're excited to have the ones back that we do have. So thank you for joining us on this evening. We will have a very brief Cobra talk on this evening, but we would like to let you know that as we are moving forward with our educating of our scholars, that we are very conscientious of the data, and we are staying in constant contact with our Twiggs County Public Health Department. We are watching the North Central Health District is keeping in contact with us. We get a weekly update as it relates to the COVID-19 report, as well as I would like for Mr. Bacon to just kind of give you another brief update about the things that we have done to try and ensure safety as it relates to our infiltration system on our buses and our air conditioning system, and just some brief things that we have done before we get off of the call today. So at this time, we would like to remind you that we're scheduled on Monday to have our returning high school students to return back on Monday. So we want to say welcome to our 9th through 12th graders. We're excited about having you back in our buildings, but it's imperative that you follow the rules and regulations that have been set out for you, so that we can have a safe return for you as well. Congratulations to our K-8 students for your return, and we're excited about our 9th through 12th graders returning on Monday. So at this time, we will open it up for Q&A, for question and answers. If you would, at this time, Mr. Basley, we will check to see if we have any Q&A.
We haven't had anything come through just yet, Mr. Dixon, but we're still waiting. We have the scroll
Okay, so
bar.
while we're waiting, Mr. Basley, we'll go ahead and let Mr. Bacon give us a brief update with just some of the things that we've done to try to ensure safety.
Good afternoon, everyone, from all of our stakeholders. First of all, we're really excited to have all the children back and the staff back in the schools. Some of the things that we were able to do with the CARES Act money and, of course, with the help of the local taxpayers, all of our buildings are equipped with air purifiers. So we run air purifiers through our ionic air purifiers through all of our buildings, which run through every classroom, all of the bathrooms. We also increase the ventilation and airflow in our restrooms. All of our buses are equipped with air purifiers, and we have a bus procedure where the buses run 15 minutes. So the air purifiers on the buses will be able to kill COVID-19, H1N1, and the flu after running for 15 minutes. So the kids are riding in clean air. We have a procedure where every day after the buses come back in, after dropping off the kids, they're sanitized with our backpacks and vaporizers once they come back. So they're ready to go for the kids in the afternoon. So we have that procedure. We have new cleaning procedures as well. We also install new filters, Mob 13 filters. Just so you know, the average filter change at, say, Jeffersonville Elementary School cost us around $300 pre-COVID. And now that same filter change cost us around $1,000. So these high performance virus catching and killing filters that we put in. And of course, at JES this year, we put in new HVAC system with new controls. So along with all the things of hand sanitizers and to protect our workers, we put in um, plexiglass protection areas for our workers, and we made sure that we made a nursing station, which we didn't have one at JES. We made a nursing station and an isolation station. We're still in the works, one or two things to do with that to make sure that if a child does come to us sick, that they have a place to isolate that child until that child is picked up, and we can deal with them effectively without exposing the rest of the students. So we have those things in place, as well as temperature checks when we come in, and a protocol in case someone does get sick and what we need to do. We spent quite a bit of time on our cleaning and processes as we go in every day. Pretty much, there's a staff member on each hall to clean and sanitize as we go every day. The bathrooms are cleaned 3 times, 2 to 3 times a day with our touchless cleaner. So we're really working hard to ensure that we're doing the best. Not we can't guarantee that no one gets sick, but they won't get sick because we're not trying our very best. Also, we're asking that parents remind themselves that we love you in our buildings, want you in our buildings, but at this time we have to limit your access to our buildings so that we can keep outside influence and outside germs and potential hazards from coming into the building because we want the best environment for our students. So we spent quite a bit. It's the Twiggs County Board of Education and you, the taxpayers, spent quite a bit of money insuring. So we invested our money in air, and as we all finding out now, it's all about the air, moving air, because COVID-19 is an airborne virus. So we're making sure we feel like we're ahead of the curve in that. So with that, I'll turn it over back to Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon.
Thank you, Mr. Bacon, for that quick update. So we will now entertain any questions, Mr. Bassett, that we might have at this time.
Mr. Dixon, we still don't have any questions coming through on the comments. Neither do we have any calls, so it doesn't look like anyone has anything that they want to talk about.
Well, okay. Briefly, Mr. Harris, do you have any comments?
Yes, I would just like to say we have had an exciting time with the 6th through 8th graders coming back. They've been very well behaved, and they actually been working. I viewed classrooms, and there's learning going on. The kids are acting accordingly, so we definitely appreciate that. We haven't had any situations with masks or anything of that nature. So we will be looking forward to 9th through 12th coming next week.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Jenkins?
And like Mr. Harris, I would say we've been excited about our students returning to the building. We've had no issues with masks as well, and students have just had a great time learning and enjoying being back at the brick and mortar. So thank you, families, thank you, students, and thank you, stakeholders.
So we've heard from our administrative staff. We've heard from our assistant superintendent, Mr. Bacon. Thank you. I think that we did have our Title I meeting last week, and we were able to school-wide Title I meeting, parent meeting, involvement meeting that we had on last week. So be on the listen out. Watch our Facebook page. We're continuing to send out information. Also, Mr. Bassett, would you just give a quick update concerning our technology as our students are returning?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Dixon. Parents, we first want to say thank you for everything that you have done with us and being patient with us as we went through this procedure. Right now, we know that everyone is anxious to turn the technology back in, but as far what we're doing right now is planning to make sure we do that as safely as possible. We have concerns about making sure that the technology is cleaned and properly handled before they get into the kids' hands in the school building. So as of right now, just hold off. We'll let you know exactly when we're going to take those back up because we're looking at ways to make sure that they're sanitized and ready to go so that we don't spread any unnecessary germs. Other than that, Mr. Dixon, I don't have anything.
And I would like to add a second part to that. One of the other reasons that we're allowing you to hold on to that technology, just to see how it goes once we have everyone back in the building. And if we have to close down at a moment's notice, you will already have the technology, and we won't be taking it up, giving it back, and having to go back and forth with giving it out and taking it out. So that's where we are. Well, Mr. Bassett, we don't have any questions. I think that's going to conclude us for this afternoon.
No, sir, we don't have any more questions, sir.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you, administrative staff. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. And we look forward to seeing you on tomorrow morning.
Thank you.